Hi, I'd just like to go live with our story from 1992. It's obviously a long time ago, nearly 26 years ago, when we actually got involved with the opportunity Kleeneze. At the time, I was looking for something, and basically when I was shown the opportunity, I could see it straight away that it was actually going to work and put money in people's pockets. And I was motivated by a guy who was earning £12,000 a month, and I just thought, if he can do it, so can I. But this is what actually happened. I was getting so many people saying it just wouldn't work. It's just impossible for it to work, because if it was going to work, it would have worked by now, because the company was nearly 70 years old at that point. So obviously logical sense is something for going that long, it's not an opportunity. Also, the market leader at the time was Betterware, doing about 70 million turnover, and Kleeneze was doing about 6 million turnover. And so many people I spoke to says that'll not work, the no's were huge, but I just was stubborn, and I thought, right, if other people can make it work, I will. So we worked really hard for the first few years developing the system, and eventually started to grow and snowball and actually exploded massively. So that's what actually happened. But looking back at some of the things that actually happened in '92, everything was roadblocks to actually stop it from working. When we joined for the first few years, because of the growth, they couldn't actually handle it very well. And it was always difficult to source products from the Far East, which takes 6 or 7 weeks lead time to guess which products are going to be best sellers. So in them first couple of years, we're going on anywhere between 20 to 40% out of stock. Now, we were just focused on building a network, so there was a lot of people got very disillusioned and left because certain products weren't in stock. One particular one, an apple corer that was sold for sort of 99p, it was virtually never in stock. It was so popular. And people were just mad that you can run a business where the most of the stock wasn't there. But we just carried on building that network and staying focused and building it and going at it and putting a fantastic support system in place, working on the personal development, and it grew and it grew and it grew till we got to a point where our particular leg of the business was doing 60 million, nearly as much as what Betterware was doing when they were in their peak. So it just shows you, even with the right attitude, you can just go at something and then it works. So obviously that earlier in April time we lost Kleeneze. It was like cutting me in half. Was Kleeneze had come out, would have come out. I was so focused on Kleeneze opportunity, so it was gone. But history had gone, that opportunity had gone. So we joined Oriflame. Now, reasons for joining Oriflame was it basically was a catalogue just like Kleeneze. I knew the guy Clive for 18 years. He'd been managing director of Kleeneze for a while. A nice bloke. He sorted stuff out. He was one of the only people who jumped on things and got things sorted. Fantastic guy. So I knew the support I'd get with him. He'd been with Oriflame for 10 years, not on the corporate side, on the agent, making fantastic income off the Oriflame opportunities. Partner Michelle retailed £65,000 last year. And I thought, well, that's good enough for me. If somebody can retail £65,000 worth of products, then it's an easy swap. You can just come across. Now, some things I didn't understand when we did come across was the power of the opportunity. I'd actually been shown the opportunity back in '93, but not very well, because the person that got us to speak to a sales director of the company at the time said the average order value per catalogue was 75p. Well, a Kleeneze at that time, it was £1 a catalogue. But what I didn't understand then, and I don't know when it actually did change, but at 75p to a 3-week cycle to £1 to a month cycle is virtually the same, because you're going back to see the customers. But what we've found in such a short period of time is each catalogue that comes out, which is fantastic, it just blows me away how good the marketing behind it is. But once your customers get to know how the catalogue works, you might think going back every 3 weeks to see your customers too quick. But the big difference is in them catalogues, virtually, well, every catalogue is not just virtually any, not just a special one. This happens every time. Every time there's a new catalogue, there's products in there between 45 and 50% discounted. So once your public get used to the catalogues, they know the best selling products which are like, and they're actually waiting just for the one to come on offer. But because there's offers every 3 weeks, the range is so vast that they keep buying every 3 weeks, and not just small orders. We've been getting orders for like 50, 60, 70, 80, 100, 180. And we've got a singing and dancing online shop as well, where I think the biggest order we've seen so far was something like €160 through the online shop. So we've got the catalogue side of it, which works fantastic. You can go back to your customers every 3 weeks. They're developing new products all the time. And probably the biggest thing that that people have said that it was an issue with the other one is there's virtually nil out of stocks. Nothing. And if there is a particular product out of stock, because they produce the products themselves, they just do it sort of up the production, and it comes the next week. So one of the big things that annoyed the customers was if they order something and they don't get it. The pick and packing errors are virtually nil. It's absolutely amazing how they do that, because they haven't got any barcodes on the products. So I'd love to see how the packing facility works, but that's amazing as well. We've got 3 delivery time slots per week, so you can just plan that to when to get the products to the customers. And more importantly, we're in a similar situation. I'll not mention the company that's the market leader in the UK, just like when Betterware was when we joined with Kleeneze. But we're getting feedback that the public like our products more, they want us to come more, that it's reliable, the service is good. And for the older people that remember it from the 80s when it was a party plan company, some of the best-selling products are still in that catalogue, and they're asking, do they still do this? Do they still do that product? Now, they do. And so some of them products that's been around for like 40, 50 years are still bestsellers and repeat business. So where people have lost a place to actually get them, they're now over the moon to get them. So all the older people who remember it absolutely love it, and then the younger people love it as well. There's a story of one of the agents. I mean, we're doing a lot online now. The online side's amazing, but some people have had a go at doing some parties as well. And there was an example where a lady brought her daughter along, was 14, and she had an order. She wanted to place an order about £40 or something. So the person doing the party felt, well, you know, I don't really want to take £40 of a 14-year-old girl. And her mum says, well, look, it's her money. She's brought her own card. If she wants to buy that, she wants to buy that. So we're actually tapping into a marketplace from teenagers right up to the 80s and 90s who know the amazing products. But the product range isn't standing still. Because the turnover is huge worldwide, a turnover 1.5 billion, and every year for the last 10 years have made roughly over £100 million profit. And that's including the research and development they've got working on new anti-aging products. The wellness range is amazing. I've tried wellness from quite a few of the other networking companies just to see if they work, and they didn't. But this product's amazing. The results we've had of it on the detox and the wellness has been amazing. It's been sorting people's bowel movements. It's a bit sort of not the subject you want to talk about, but people have been going to the toilet on a regular basis every day after start using these amazing products. And that's just one of the 1,500 products. So we're just about to launch into the Christmas range. So we just don't have one catalogue for the run up to Christmas. We've got 5 catalogues on the run up to Christmas. So that gives you a chance to go back to your customers. And again, it's the best sellers, the products where it's between 45 and 50% off. Last catalogue, there was a girl sold 4,000 of a new mascara actually came out at £5.95. That was reduced from, so I think, about £11.95 or something. So that order was over 20,000 quid worth of orders. So we're in a situation exactly where I was 92. I joined a company which was been around for a long time, going nowhere, doing 6 million turnover. We're doing exactly the same now, 6 million. Well, we're probably expanding that now. We're probably on target to do about 8 million this year. But if it's the perfect time to join a business, it's about the 6 to 10 million pound turnover level, because at that level, you know that the opportunity works. You've got some customers there, and it's just before it goes critical mass. So we're finding people joining from brand new, it's never doing this, loving it, to people who's been in different networks as well, not quite got the results, and they're looking for products that actually retail to the public, they repeat to the public, and it's easy to get people to join. So, the funny thing is, not many people saying this to us, this isn't going to work now, because obviously I've done it the last time with the other company, but we've got so much behind it to back it this time. You know, we don't have to keep moving from warehouse to warehouse and all the disruption going on. It's all set up. The warehouse runs perfectly. It runs so smoothly. So all that infrastructure's in place. The IT, they've got the best IT in the world employed to sort out any IT problems. The online shop absolutely runs like a dream. So we're just so excited for the future. But I know it doesn't happen straight away. It's keep plugging away at it, because not everybody joins straight away. You've just got to keep firing them stories out to people. And over the last company, people joined over all kinds of periods of time. Drip feeding them, just watching what's going on. So a lot of people will sit on the fence and just say what's going to happen. You know, that's natural, because not everybody is going to just jump in and think it's right, that's it, we'll follow. Some people will just sit on that fence and watch what happens. When in the last company, one person joined after a year, another one joined after 2 years, and one of my best friends actually joined after 21 years. And that was because I was focused on one opportunity. I was just laser focused on where I was going to take this business to. So it's mega exciting times ahead. If you're unsure of where you want to be in the next 5 to 10 years, you've got to find something rock solid to build with a fantastic support system in. Now, 21 years ago, I didn't know that. We're just sponsoring people. We didn't have a support system to look after people. And it took me 2 or 3 years to work out that and how to do that. So straight away from the first week, I built the support system. So we've got that support system in place. We've got the training videos in place. And then we're learning about the product range, because there's 1,500 products. There's some amazing products in there. And it's going to take time to find the real best sellers. But they just keep popping up. And in the Zooms I've been doing with the different teams, it's amazing how people have tried different products, and the feedback is absolutely amazing what's happening with these products. So, if you're not quite sure what's going on and you want to know a little bit more, message me. If you want somebody's involved in our team, just connect with them. It's exciting times ahead. It's just going to be it's just going to go mental in the years ahead, but it's just getting that momentum in place, which everybody's just learning at the minute, building a different customer base. It's not the same ones that we came across with from the Kleeneze, because not all the Kleeneze people will buy these products. But what we're finding is that people wouldn't even touch the Kleeneze products are loving these products. And they're recommending these products to their friends to get these products. And that never happened. And we're getting no negativity about it at all. They're quite happy to look at it, at the range. Because it's Swedish, it's something different, even though it's been here for 50 years. Very few people younger people have actually heard of it. But once they sort of trying and the word gets out, it's just getting better and better. And the company's putting a lot of PR into it as well to expand it, so it's going to be seen everywhere. But the best PR is to build a network. And that's word of mouth still, talking to people, doing Facebook Lives and things about the products as well, and sharing it. So if you want to know more, just message us and I'll send these details. Check out the online catalogue to have a little flick through. Look for the bargains, because that's what the public's doing now. They're looking for the products which is up to 55% off. And guess what? It's not an internet special where we'll get 10% commission on it. This is the full commission, up to 35% commission you get on retailing products at discounted prices, whether you're doing it offline, online. So exciting times ahead. Have a fantastic day, and I'll speak to you all soon.